Hey guys, Ryan here, and today I'm going to bring you a replay in a tank I don't play too often, the tier 10 Czech medium tank, the TVP T50 51. I'm going to be platooned with Felix in his Progetto, and we are on Lakeville. Now, a bit of a later video than usual, not as early, because I had some shit to do this morning, and then when I got back, I went on YouTube and saw Petty uploaded his review on the Minotaur KV5, and I was really excited because I love the Minotaur KV5, it's a really good tank, you don't see too many of them. And Petty just continues to basically, he don't like the tank, and he basically shit talks it, and that hurt my feelings, and it hurt the feelings of my Minotaur, and KV5s everywhere. So that was quite sad, but I've only run into Petty in game once, a couple weeks ago. He was in a light tank, I was in an IS-7, and I didn't realise he was on the enemy team until he died, but there will be a time, me and Petty will run into each other again, and I'm going to be in the KV5, whether it be the Garnet or the Minotaur, I'm not too sure, and I will show him the true power of a KV5. But until that time, I'm just going to have to sit here and wallow in the fact that someone dares talk poorly about such a fun, loving, happy tank. If any of you have the Minotaur KV5 out there, by the way, let me know in the comments, because I keep saying every time I talk about the Minotaur, I hardly ever see them. So if any of you have one, let me know. That would really cheer me up. So on Lakeville, I've decided to drive towards the town, because I've got 2 artillery, so if I go down the valley, the 1-2 line, I'll just get shit on, basically. And what I'm going to notice is, there's not many teammates here. So, moving in, keep an eye on the minimap and who we've got here, and what enemies are spotted. I'm playing a little bit passive here, but our tank's moving in. Still a bit scared. And now keep an eye on the minimap. I'm driving in, and what's going to happen is our friendly tank there spots a whole bunch of them, and now I've decided I don't want to be in the town anymore. It sucks that I have to leave him, but I can't do anything to help him there. So you see Felix saying he's falling back, I'm falling back, we're just getting the fuck out of here. Now this game, I'm going to mention, isn't a crazy good result, but I just quite liked how we played it. So we're now retreating to basically spawn. Felix saying sorry to the guy who's in the town there. Like, I did feel bad having to leave him, but like, there's no point us dying as well. But we could still potentially win this game. Because it's not decided yet, but if 2 tier 10 mediums died as well in the town, that wouldn't have looked good. Now, I see a lot of them in the town, and a lot of them are in the valley, so I've decided to try and risk going down the centre. Very risky idea, this. I'm looking, and as you will see, as I start pushing, there are light tanks there, which is the last guy I wanted to see. And the Valor's coming over, so as I'm getting over to this bush, I was gonna go get to the bush, I get spotted, it's not looking good. Get hit once. Get hit twice. Trying to run for my life. 3 times. 4th one misses me. I do get a bit of assistance, but that was not worth it. Of all the tanks to have coming back from the other side of the map near their base, I just didn't want it to be the light tank, so of course it was the light tank. So those are a lot of my hit points, so I've made a good choice in running away from the town. That was a good thing to do. And then I made a poor choice trying to cross the centre. That was a very poor thing to do. But I didn't realise this until just now, or at least I just kind of didn't pay much attention to it. This is team destruction. There's no bases, so we don't have to worry about them coming through the town because they can't cap us out. So instead, I'm pushing up with the team down the valley now that they've kind of cleared most of it out, and we know most of their team aren't here. So I've not fired a single shot yet, and it's been almost 4 minutes. So I crashed into our light tank, but the artillery's aiming at us. And now I'm going to make yet another mistake. I'm just going to hope that artillery isn't accurate and he'll miss me. And he does miss me, but he hits the light tank that was right behind me. So I got very lucky there, but I did pick up the arty kill. And right now, it's not looking too great. I fired 2 shells this game. Lost most of my hit points. and we basically just swap sides of the map. You see Felix is coming up on the mini-map behind us. We're now at their spawn, and they're at ours. There's still a light tank left. And now we've decided to do is, now's the time for me to go center. Felix and our teammates are driving round to go through town. I'm trying to lead the shot on the E75 at the moment. Do pen him twice. And I see there's a full health Android and a Giant, which is never what you want to see. And something I should have mentioned, the TVP gun is not particularly great penetration-wise. 246 or 248 on the APCR, 100mm APCR, and like 310 on the Hate. And I know you think that sounds good, it really isn't, because the machine, which uses this thing's gun with the penetration, but actually slightly better reload and intra-clip, the machine also struggles to pen shit. Even like the lower plates of E100s. So this thing's gun, not ideal against super heavies, and there's like an almost full health E100, a half health Andre, and a full health Andre. So what I'm doing is, I'm waiting until Felix and everyone get round, and I think Felix taking a few pot shots at the Andre. The light tank's coming up behind me, whole bunch of them here, I'm fully loaded, I've reloaded the heat clip ready for them, and coming around. Already in the way of the first one. I shot at the Centurion and somehow penned the Andre, and now I've got to back up. Our light tank just rushed in, I'm reloading. Now, the nice thing is here, if they push down this road to come get me, they're going to show their side to Felix. So we've actually set up a crossfire here, which was our plan. However, our teammate in a Type 59-2, or the Type 59 Dragon thing, I can't remember what he's in, he's going to get spotted driving towards them, and that's going to make the enemy stop and reverse. Yeah, he's in a King Dragon. So unfortunately, the King Dragon kind of interrupted our plan here, which isn't ideal. Now, it's not the worst thing, we just have to think of a new plan. And what that plan is DeAndre's getting shit on by Felix right now. I'm going to come round and finish him off. Our Jaeger finishes off the Hydra, I believe that is. I might be saying that wrong, I can't quite see what it was, but he finishes off a tank anyway. And I see the Varus looking at me and on his way back. So I'm going for a reload and I'm just going to run. And what we've decided is, they're obviously going to be looking this way, because me, the King Dragon, and Felix are the only ones left. Now we've decided we're going to flank all the way around to the other side of the map. And what's going to happen is, Felix is going to ask the King Dragon to follow us, because we don't want him dying. And what you're going to see is, the King Dragon is actually following us. So, he put a bit of a... like, it kind of ruined our crossfire plan earlier, but he's actually helping us now. So the reason we've decided to like flag all the way around here is because Felix is in the Progetto. The Progetto is actually a pretty well armoured medium tank. The upper hull is an auto ricochet, the side armour is pretty good, and the turret can be pretty trolly. If you hit it flat on, you can pan it, but no, you're not guaranteed to pan a Progetto turret, especially if he's using his gun depression. I'm letting Felix go first. And right now we've only got the Valor and the E100 to deal with. So this whole game's been me and Felix just driving backwards and forward across the map. The advantage of being in medium tanks is allowing us to relocate like this. And now Felix is going to use his, not like great armour, but he's the best armour on our team. Well, between me and him. The King Dragon probably is better, but don't have the gun depression. He's going to poke over and get shots in. And now what we've decided is, as you see, Felix bounce a shot there. I'm going to pop over, and I've got the heat loaded. I'm going to try and finish off the Valor. One shot, two shot. I just snap a shot and then I don't want to stay there because the E100 can one-shot me. I'm going for a reload, and here's the plan. Felix, using his good armour, is going to sit here and keep the E100 looking at him. And I'm going to flank all the way back around the map to finish off the E100, and Felix is just basically going to keep the E100 spotted. Now, Felix has asked the King Dragon to stay with him. And again, the King Dragon is going to do so. So, big shout out to the King Dragon. As I said, he made a bit of a mistake earlier. Not that on purpose, he obviously didn't know what our plan was, but he's actually really helping us this time. As you can see, Felix got the E100 spotted. He's letting me know if the E100 is still looking at him or if he's turning around. Now, I had a heat clip loading in there, and then I realised that with the E100 fighting Felix, I'm probably going to have the side of the E100, and therefore I don't really need the heat. So I've started loading an APCR clip. And this is also where, like, the being in a party helped. Because I said, Felix is just telling me over microphone that the E100's not looking my direction. So I'm waiting until I'm loaded. And you see I'm using third person to keep an eye on him. Wait till he fires. One shot, two shot, pick it up. So, I made a couple mistakes at the start, but I feel like me and Felix did pretty good to win that at the end. Some good play, using our mobility. And as I said, not a crazy result, and I basically just kill stole a lot of them, because I just finished off low health tanks. But I did get a top gun with 3,400 damage, 640 assistance. And I feel like me and Felix had a big part to play in winning this game. So although I made the mistakes early on, I didn't make mistakes when it mattered, which was basically at the end game there. Because if I made a mistake then, we may have lost. Mistakes are okay, and also that King Dragon, fair play to him for falling, because we just wanted him to be with us so that if we got pushed, we'd have another tank there. So him not dying was also very useful. So, bit of an interesting game here, not a particularly good one, but I just thought you'd quite like to see the constant relocating in medium tanks working to our advantage. So thank you guys for watching, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all in the next one.